This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely. And parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Want to feel more creative but don't have the right laptop? Lenovo.com can help. Look through our legendary lineup of AI-powered PCs and devices and find the one that fits your passion. Our PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra processors, as well as cutting-edge AI tools, allow students to focus, learn, and create with ease. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. Plus, college students and teachers can get 5% off their order. Shop now on Lenovo.com. The future's waiting, and it needs you.
Lady.
Yeah, baby.
The Smoke Show from Glencoe, the feminine touch of the program. It's Lil B. I'm Common. He's tend to be Lil B here. Good to see you this afternoon.
Good to see you.
It seems like it's been a while since you and I have done this because I was out. Was I out last week?
You're just taking every Friday off.
Yeah, I had back-to-back Fridays. Graduation for Deuce. Had to be there for that.
Was it emotional?
For my wife, it was. For me, it was emotional, but only emotional that I no longer have to pay his tuition.
Lucky.
Tears of joy.
Tears of joy that I do not, and I don't have to pay rent at the Deuceplex anymore.
Genius. Did he get a job?
Yes, he did.
Excellent.
He got a job at Arden Hills at a company. He's going to be a rate and finance analyst.
What?
Whatever that means.
That sounds like you have to be smart.
Crunching numbers.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm out.
He's excited about it. He's he likes the idea of finally being completely done with. I think about when you're a kid, you start with 5 or 6 years old. I don't know, when did they start kindergarten? 6th grade?
Yeah.
Or 5 years old?
5 or 6, yeah.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that through, he's 22 now. It's just constant school.
Yeah.
He's delighted to get out in the real world. Him and a couple of his buddies are going to get an apartment because they graduated and they're getting jobs too. And I can't wait for him to get out of the house.
Just guys being dudes.
Yeah, guys being dudes. My dining room will no longer be a walk-in closet because that's what it's turned into. Both of them come home from college, just throw stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I finally told Deuce, you've been back for like 2 weeks now. At the end of this weekend, could you please? Oh, this is can you get it? This is the best thing. So he's gaming a lot now. He's in the office with the headset on playing games with his buddies, right? So baby brother Peter had to throw in a load of laundry, and then he had golf clothes because he was going to go play with me at the Meadows at Mystic Lake yesterday, 6:30 tee time. So we got to get up at like 4:30 to get going. Right? So he says to Deuce, he goes, Deuce, would you mind taking the laundry out of the washer and put it in the dryer for me? Yeah, no problem. He's just staring, playing video games.
Click,
no problem.
Yeah.
Then as I go to bed, I go, Deuce, remember it's the laundry. Yep, got it. Pete wakes up the next morning, I hear him grumbling in the laundry room. Deuce had not taken the laundry out of the washing machine and put it in there. So Pete had to basically play golf in damp clothes.
I've had it with the video games. Big O does the same thing.
Seriously?
It's like I don't exist.
Yes.
I speak and it's nothing. And by the third time, then he's like, what? Like he's annoyed with me.
Yeah.
It's like, no. I've asked you 3 times. I'm annoyed. You don't get to be annoyed.
Well, what Pete has mastered, it's amazing because he's on his phone a lot, watching videos, talking. So if I say something to him, there's a delay, like almost like an echo. Mm-hmm. There'll be a delay for like about 5 or 6 seconds. He looks up, processes what he's just heard. So like if I say, what are you doing tonight? You going out with your buddies? Yeah, we're going to go bowling.
Yeah.
So it takes that long. It's like an echo. It's because and it's like, join the conversation, be a part of the family.
At least he answers.
He does answer. You get nothing.
What? I have to repeat everything. I'm done. I said, I told them all three of them the other day were sitting on some sort of screen. I said something and got the what? And I said, I'm done. I'm not repeating myself anymore. I do that all day at work. I'm done.
You're done. You're checked out.
So I'm going to say it. And if you don't hear it, too bad. I'm out.
Happened when Deuce was playing a video game. Mom goes, you guys can come and get it. And I go, Deuce, what? As he's playing, I go, dinner. Yeah, in a second. And I said, that's the only time I'm going to say it to him.
Yep.
If he forgets that I said it's time for dinner and he comes and the food's cold, that's the way she goes. And he came up 5 minutes later. So he did come. But
well, I was going to say, do you always notice that the game's almost done?
Yeah.
Yeah, game's almost done.
Yeah, let me finish this.
Hang on, I'm just going to finish this. How much time you have left? Like 2 minutes.
No, there's a pause button.
No.
There is a pause.
Yeah. No, there isn't. That's what he yells at me. I'm like, just stop, because they can't pause because they're playing with people live.
Do you get this? I talk about this on the air all the time. Here's what I hear. Dude, bro, dude. Well, because they're talking on their headsets, right?
Yeah.
So that, some kids in some faraway land and other kids, 4 blocks away and they're playing and they're talking to each other. And it's always, dude, bro, dude, bro, dude.
Sigma, that's massive, goon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all they say.
It's sad, really.
It's sad. And I need an interpreter at dinner because I don't know what you're saying, and these words coming out of your mouth don't make any sense.
Yeah, well, and then the kids talk. You tend to be asked to do that bit all the time where the kids will come over, well, that's ratchet,
Yeah.
What does that mean? Oh, it means bad. Okay. Yeah. And they've got all the, can you do me a solid?
Yeah.
That means a favor. I didn't know it at the time. Can you sauce me this? You know what that means? Pass me. Hey, sauce me the salt. What do you sauce you the salt? Yeah, pass me the salt. Can't you just say, pass me the salt?
No, they can't.
They can't.
I asked Big O how practice was last night when he came home. He told me it was mid.
Mid. Yeah.
It was mid.
I always love that one.
But I have the secret for you guys so that you can understand. Have you ever heard of Mr. Lindsay?
Who?
So,
I don't think so,
Mr.
no.
Lindsay is this middle school teacher who has blown up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and he does, like every week, he does a breakdown of, here are the new words I heard this week. And he breaks them down for you. He tells you what they mean, but then he also does it like the impressions of the kids too, and like how they talk to him. He is hilarious. I can't get enough of it. He's been on the Today Show even a couple times, but every week he'll say, all right, here's the new words, or he'll ask like, hey, if you've heard any new lingo this week, send it my way. And then he'll break it all down for you. But then his impressions are the best. And he'll be like, this is me going around asking everybody for their homework. And then he'll respond like how these dumb kids talk to him. Mr. Lindsay, follow him now. It's amazing.
Mr. Lindsay.
Mr. Lindsay.
I think
he gets it.
I think that's not a half bad idea. I was really looking forward, as tall as the task would have been, to face you and Marnes in Program Password semifinals.
What the hell happened?
I lost to Rose.
You've got to be kidding me.
Did you sleep last night?
I don't know.
Wouldn't have.
I'm sure. Here's my paranoia. I think everybody's back there laughing at me. Common lost to Rose, and can you believe it? And you're all making fun, and you're laughing and smiling, and think it's the funniest thing in the world, and I'm embarrassed by it. I've just never played well in the tournament. I'm 1-4 now, or 1-5 in the tournament.
I've had 4 tournaments. Well, no, because you lost twice in 1 year because you had the third place game.
I just don't play very well.
Well, last year you could blame Muss.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That doesn't count.
Can't blame Gorgie.
Well,
this year he's good.
What
happened to the fire you guys had?
We were real good that a week or two ago. What happened was I made the mistake right out of the gate. I just so dumb. The password was batter. I should have said I'll go first. I had the option to go first. Should have said hitter like Rosen did, and he would have said batter. So we missed the 10. So I go, okay, but it was early. It's like
shake it off.
Yeah, it's like giving up using football parlance. It's like giving up a opening kickoff return. It's no big deal. It's early, right? But at that point, we just never really clicked. And I could throw Gorg under the bus. There's 2 or 3 occasions where I'm like, really? But I had a couple of those myself where bad clue, bad response. We just didn't have it, and maybe I choked. I don't know, because that's 1-4 now in postseason play, and I'm not
1-5.
1-5, and
well,
I'm not happy
Rosie's
with
not
it.
that good at it.
Well, I know it.
Creasel is.
Creasel's really good.
You wanted Creasel and Rosen. That's the matchup you said you wanted.
That's what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
I
like
asked
me.
you guys, and you said you wanted those two because you thought it'd be the easier matchup.
Yeah, it sounds like I would have said that.
Well, and here was one situation. It happened twice. The word was pile. Now, we were behind by a little bit. So it was Pile.
Yes.
But I just went with Gomer.
Genius.
He got Gomer Pyle right away.
Yeah.
So different spelling, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Later, and I think he decided to go for it first because we were. And again, that's the one danger is like just because you're way behind doesn't mean you should go first.
Mm-hmm.
He says the word stop is the first clue.
Okay.
And I think I may have said start. Then Creasel looks at Rosen and says fracture.
Got it.
Break.
Yes.
Gorg was going with the spelling that was
on the iPad.
On the iPad, Brake. Yeah. And I guess I could have gotten it on stop.
Yeah.
I guess I could have said break. That's not the first thing that popped in my head. But then Creasel was smart enough to go, no, I'll go with the other spelling, much like I did with the Gomer Pyle thing.
That's the problem when people play password. And I love Gorg, but you can't say stop because there's too many things.
That's what
There's billions
that it can be. And so you have to be more selective. But here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
And Marnie and I thought we played well, and I didn't think the words were hard. Every other round I've listened to have been the most random words of all time, to the point where I'm like, I don't even know what I would have said. They're very hard words that don't have double meaning, that don't have another word that means that.
Try to negate the layups a little bit once you get to the tournament.
It's been very hard. Yeah, which is good, and that's what... I mean, you're either going to come to play or you're not.
It's better competition.
For sure.
Yeah, the contestants,
But I'm starting to get a little worried. Yeah. These words are getting tough.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. At least I put forth as much effort as I could, unlike the Wolves.
Well,
we tried.
There's that.
It's not like I'm like mailing it in.
No.
Especially when it was like, I don't want to lose to Rosen.
No,
How do I live that down? How do I live that down? I can't. I'm the laughing stock of the radio station, the entire Twin Cities metropolitan area, and it doesn't feel good. I don't like it.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. 7 phrases your parents probably said to you if you grew up in the 60s. You'll love them.
All right.
And you may have heard some of them as well, even though you didn't grow up in the 60s. We'll do that next. Common Man program on the Fan.
Unlock smarter learning with Lenovo AI-powered PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra processors. Head to Lenovo.com and choose from multiple devices to fit your passions. If you're a gamer, you can spend less time stressing about GPUs and CPUs and more time dominating with your AI-enabled Smart Engine, which optimizes your game performance in real time. Or maybe you're a scientist on the verge of a groundbreaking discovery and need a device with a longer battery life and AI-enhanced tools to give you extra time to finish your research. Or you're a musician preparing for your biggest break and need better, faster AI tools to make digital art a breeze, like creating band posters and t-shirt designs. Or you're a soon-to-be graduate needing to catch a recruiter's eye to land that dream job, so you need cutting-edge smart tools to build your portfolio from scratch. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. Plus, college students and teachers get 5% off with an education account on Lenovo.com. A better future is waiting, and it needs you.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Joe Bonamassa. It's a couple 13-14 past. Will B joins Common and 10 to be as she does every Friday. Money doesn't grow on trees. You ever hear that one?
Oh, yeah.
I've actually used it with my kids. They say that's like if you grew up in the 60s, you heard that from your parents. I've looked at my boys and go, do you think money grows on trees?
I've said it to Big O before.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to.
He thinks it grows in Mama's purse, and he just goes in and takes. Remember when he used to just pay for money out of your purse?
Remember when he took a 50 to camp one day? Just grabbed it.
Just grabbed a 50.
Put it in a plastic bag and took it to camp.
Took a 50.
The hell?
Yeah. Here's another. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Yep.
Well, you've heard that on the farm,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I mean, many times.
Many times.
My brother has chickens, so it also fits.
I literally used that a couple days ago. I don't remember the context of it anymore, but I used that exact line.
I use don't count your birdies before you sink the putt.
Genius.
Thank you. I thought you'd like that. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You can mine. You look at it, you go, that's going to be bad.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah, you just go, really? That face?
At
Really?
that price?
At that price? $25? Well, you could put any price you want on it.
Yeah.
Put 50 and say, I'm selling for, that's what I do at Flop, Sweat, and Tears. I sell them there and I go, cover price is $25. I'm selling for $20 today and
You're
today only.
unbelievable.
Well, you're right. You can put any price you want on it. Wait, that wasn't the last one. Here it is. Here's the next one. Actions speak louder than words.
Oh, yeah. Luby.
I've heard all these.
Yeah. I don't know that these have gone away.
No, I don't think they have. Actions speak louder than words. I thought there were more. Oh, this is another one of my favorites. Rome wasn't built in a day.
I always love that one.
In other words, it takes time.
Yeah.
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 Which, when it comes to like doing my own production and recording it, Rome wasn't built in a day.
But we'd like it if any day now you would figure out how to do that.
Actions would speak louder than words.
That
than
would
words
be,
in that case.
That would be great.
I had to, oh, now I got one for you after that from the two of you. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
I always love that one.
That one needs to be brought back, by the way,
Yeah.
to 2025, because
Yes.
there's a lot of mean things being said,
Correct.
specifically on the internet.
Start
saying nice things to people.
I guess I've said nothing nice about the Wolves lately, but what am I supposed to do?
No one has.
Right, yeah, that's a very good point. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. I would be silent.
That's tough for me.
I mean, yeah, it would be nothing to say. Then there's this one. The early bird catches the worm. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
But man, if you get up really early, you're tired the rest of the day
Yeah, and
too.
that's
So,
just hideous.
what time do you get up in the morning? What did you say, Tom?
I said, you're getting up early every day, but the golf.
Yeah,
go
you're
golfing.
golfing.
Yeah.
What time do you get up in the morning?
I set my alarm for about 5:30. Then I hit the snooze button. Sometimes I hit it twice.
Really? And then
yeah.
snooze button lasts 5 minutes?
What is snooze button is 9.
9.
Mm-hmm. And then I get up and
Start the day.
start my day.
I don't understand you snoozers. My wife does the same thing.
Well,
she'll hit that thing like 5 times.
I know. I never used to. Sometimes I just can't do it. I just can't get up yet.
Well, here's my problem. If I'll wake up and I'll reach over to look at my phone to see what time it is, and if my alarm is set for 5 and it's 4:38,
yeah,
I can't fall back and go, well, I'll go back to sleep for 22 more. It's like, oh, well, that's it. I'm getting up now. It's over. It's happening again today. It's just like, well, I got to get up now. And
if I'm really tired, I will fall back asleep in that 9 minutes and have like crazy dreams because you're in that. What do they call that sleep?
REM.
Is it REM? Where you're kind of not all the way sleeping, but you're dreaming and you have super crazy dreams. Oh yeah, I can get back to sleep.
Yeah,
that just goes off again.
If you were childless, when would you get up? Because that has to do with kids, right?
Well, I get up early because I like to work out in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So I get up, go get some steps in or whatever, do my weighted hot mom walk, my weighted vest.
A weighted what? No.
Weighted vest. It's all the rage. You got to do a weighted vest. So I have like a 12-pound vest that I put on.
Okay.
And when I take Winston for his walk every night, I wear it. Or like I did a hike on my tread a couple days ago with it on.
12-pounder?
12-pounder. You can do 16, but that's pushing it for Moby.
And
So
I'd never heard of such a thing.
It's supposed to be, especially, as we're getting older, especially for women, it helps preserve like bone density, muscle mass. There's a lot of health benefits to it.
My wife adds collagen to her coffee every. I've done it the last 2 mornings now because I'm getting old, man, and I feel like I'm really starting to break now.
Yeah, you got to put that collagen in. It keeps your face so you don't need to get a zhuzh.
Well, and I think it's good for bones and such too. It's got a lot of different.
It's good for everything. Elasticity.
Yeah.
Keeps that skin looking nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, dump that in there. They say 1 scoop, do 2.
Yeah. I do my wife does like a scoop and a half.
Load it up.
Just load it up.
Just load it up.
Well, when I notice it really doesn't, because I was worried it's going to make my coffee taste like paste or something, but it doesn't change it at all.
No,
really.
it doesn't taste like anything.
You can't really even detect it.
No. Dump it in there.
Just dump it in there.
And then get yourself a weighted vest. Start walking around your neighborhood. Just put out the vibe. Do it.
Well, I'll go out and I'll walk. When I play Prestwick, oftentimes I'll walk the front nine.
Mm-hmm.
And I carry my bag. I mean, throw it over my shoulders.
Good.
I don't push the cart or anything like that. So
that's like your weighted vest.
That's like a weighted vest.
That's good for your bone density.
What do you think a full club of bags, a full bag of clubs weighs with a few balls? And it's got to weigh 20 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
20, 25?
That's pretty good.
20, 25 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could do that. Yeah.
I'm trying to get myself.
I bet it's more than that. Yeah.
It could be more than that. But
hideous.
Well,
it might be different for you or me. I have to have like 15 balls in there.
Wait.
So mine gets a little heavier.
Hold on. I need to give you a little rim shot there as you do it. What time do the kids get up? Well, summer now, right? So they sleep.
Almost. They're almost done with school, but
it's worse in summer because it's lighter.
It's so light.
Yeah.
But the rule in our house is you do not get out of your bed before 6 a.m.
Okay.
And the next rule is when you get up, you sure as hell don't come in and wake mommy up. We won't be doing that. Okay. So they get up, they'll go down and watch their TV for a while and just hang out. They take Winston out for his walk so I don't have to, which is really nice. And then I'll get down there when I see fit and make you your cereal.
Deuce gets up at what he calls the crack of 10. That's what he says. The crack of 10.
That's about to change when you get a big boy job.
Yeah, well, you know what I tell, right, exactly. You know what I tell them is like, there were times when they were younger, they'd sleep past noon.
Oh, God.
And I would go, you're closer to going back to bed than you are. It's the days. Well, you should just go back to bed and sleep until tomorrow.
My kids don't sleep in. Even if we're up late, like go to like a Wolves game or something, get home super late. No. Yeah. 6 a.m. all the time.
Here's a text that came in regarding a topic we were talking earlier about Deuce and maybe Brother Peter use my dining room as a walk-in closet. Says, comment, as far as messy bedroom goes, boy, I have stories. I have 4 grown daughters, 3 of which you couldn't see the floor in their bedrooms.
Uh-huh.
Oh, how I wish I could see those rooms full of clothes on the floor again. But when they were young, I asked a neighbor of mine who had raised 2 girls of her own about messy bedrooms. She said, go in their room, shake your head, close the door, and don't say a word. Best advice I ever received. It was peace after that. Love the show. And I get what he means because you miss your children. And I don't mind the messy bedrooms.
Yeah.
It's my dining room.
But it's now overflowed into
That's
the house.
Community space.
That is.
Yeah.
It's a community space.
Yeah. And it's like, instead of, even I do this, and I find myself guilty. I tell myself I'm not going to do it, but I'll go in to use the dryer, and their baby brother Peter will have a dryer full of clothes. I could go harangue him about taking them out and hanging them up. But it's easy for me to just hit fluff dry, get the wrinkles out, take them, and then I throw them over the dining room chairs and say, I want you to hang these up. He never does, though. They just stay on the
You should just take it.
I'm enabling him.
You are enabling him. If you're going to do that, take the pile, you put it on top of his bed.
See, I thought about that, too. Any of the stuff they leave, just take it and
throw
put
it on their bed.
And put it on their bed.
Yeah.
But my guess is they would just push it off onto the floor.
They will.
But that's better to have it in their bedrooms than it is in their house.
But make them deal with it.
Yeah.
So tell me if we did the right thing. So Baby V is a girl, so like this guy's story.
How old is Baby V?
Baby V, 8.
8 years old. 8 years old?
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. She's not organized. Okay. Her room, when you walk in there, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Her area with all of her Barbies, ridiculous. Her art room downstairs, ridiculous. Everything is unorganized. So they have these watches that I have on them so that if they go and they play in the neighborhood, I can text them, I can call them, I can see where they are.
Yep.
That is the rule. She can't find hers. We've been looking for it for days. And I say, no wonder you can't find it. Look at this mess. My husband's like, we're not getting her another one. He came home with a new watch yesterday.
Yeah. Because you got to know where she is.
I got to know where she is. But that watch is in the house somewhere and we can't find it. We've looked everywhere. We've looked. The neighbor girls have looked. Can't find it. We should have not gotten her one to teach her a lesson, but we also need to know where she is. What am I supposed to do?
What are those Apple tags called?
Air tags.
Air tags?
Which that's fine, but then you can't communicate with them. You can't say, get home.
Yeah. We got more controversy
Just
coming
clean
up
up
on the
your
other
stuff.
side of the break. We'll do that because you're going to hang for another half hour,
I can
right?
hang, yeah, whatever you want.
All right, you do that, and then I'm going to just milk at the 2 o'clock hour.
That sounds
I
good.
got a couple of bones to pick with some of the locals, so we'll do that starting at 2 o'clock. But right now, we'll take a break, come back with more Lil B here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
Are you shopping for a new laptop while still trying to keep up with technology and AI? Talk about feeling burnt out. But no more. Lenovo.com makes it easier than ever to find the perfect PC. In fact, we'll break it down for you. Step 1. Shop our lineup of AI PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra processors. Because why deal with downloading new software when you can buy a smarter PC that already comes with all of the AI features and tools? Step 2. Find the one that fits your passion. Whether you're a creative genius, a research scientist, a hardcore gamer, or a future CEO, no dream is too big. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. You can keep up with your ideas as well as any challenges you may face. Step 3. Add to cart and purchase. Oh, if you're a college student or a teacher, make an education account through us and get 5% off your whole order. Shop now at Lenovo.com. A better future is waiting, and it needs you.
Joe Bonamassa, Janet Jackson, and Barry Manilow. Couple 13, 14 past. I'm Comedy's 10 and B. Lil B here hanging out for another half hour. We know there are the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
And there are more have-nots than there are haves, right?
Yeah.
Stumbled across this story from one of my favorite websites, bankingrates.com. It's great stuff. I suggest reading it twice a day, much like you with people.com. Here's what the headline of the story is. If wealth was evenly distributed across America, how much money would every person have? So if it was evenly distributed, if it was even for, because you got your billionaires and then you have your paupers. But if it was spread completely evenly, what do you think that would be? Here's what how it starts. According to the Federal Reserve, U.S. households hold $160.35 trillion in combined wealth, which is the value of every American's assets minus their liabilities. To say it's distributed unevenly is too much of an understatement to even qualify as an understatement. The bottom 50% of the country shares less than 3% of that enormous pie, while the most fortunate 10% gorge on nearly all of it. Here's a look at how much money each American would have if a person got an equal slice of the country's wealth. What do you think that number would be? According to Google's Data Commons Project, the U.S. is home to roughly 340.11 million people. If they divvied up the country's 160.35 trillion jackpot equally, each would have about how much do you think per person?
I don't do math.
I don't do this kind of math.
You would have $471,465. Yes! That's $942,930 per couple.
Ooh, time to couple up.
Couple up?
Yeah. Definitely couple up.
I just thought those numbers were interesting. I'm not recommending or suggesting that's what they do.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
Sounds like you like socialism, huh?
It'd be kind of nice.
But that's what I'm saying. What that number would be. So that's somebody did the math on
kind of like that
that's
number.
What that number would be.
Would the cost of goods change if everyone was making that amount of money?
Sure.
Like, how would that work?
Sure, I suppose it would. I don't know if the story went that much further because I didn't have enough money to pay for the rest.
Sounds like everyone would be eating though, so that would be great.
Like Justin Bieber's wife just sold her makeup company to Elf for $1 billion.
How much?
$1 billion.
You've got to be kidding me.
She's not even 30 years old. First of all, lucky.
Yeah.
$1 billion for selling her makeup line. What would you do with that money? That's ridiculous. I can't even wrap my head around it.
What would you do with that makeup line? How do you make more profit out of that?
Right.
What's Avon worth? Or is Avon
it's
now?
over for Avon.
It's over for Avon?
Yeah, no offense to Avon and shout out to our grandmas, but
That's
yeah,
over.
Is there
it's
something
over.
different about Hailey Bieber's makeup line that's
It's just
different
the
than
name.
others?
No, but I mean, that's how Kylie Jenner became a billionaire. Her makeup line. Makeup has taken off with social media and YouTube. So these makeup brands are just cashing in because all of these people go and they buy products all the time, and then they go on social and they go on YouTube and they show people how to use it and all this. I mean, I have purchased products based on watching somebody do their makeup.
Really?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I do my makeup totally different now based on watching other people do their makeup.
Tend to be, how do you do your makeup?
Light or heavy?
I put lipstick on my forehead so I can make up my mind.
Wow.
Hey-o! That'll be in Flop, Sweat, and Tears tomorrow night. It's a meat sauce cheat stuff.
Spoiler.
Yeah. It's really bad. But I read it on He's So Dumb, blah, 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 right? Then you can look at, there's hundreds of those jokes out there. How much money do you think the average woman spends on makeup in a year? I mean, it's pretty pricey.
Well,
my wife will tell me, I've got to go get some. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
And I say, whatever,
But there's also this new rage about how you don't have to spend a lot of money on makeup to get good makeup. And that's where these brands like e.l.f. come in. And all these people are just going to CVS, Walgreens, drugstores, Target to get their makeup. They're not going to the Clinique counters of the world anymore and going to these department stores and spending $150 on blush.
Well, you would go
because it's dumb.
The department store, it was the department store cosmetic department was sort of like going to the Midway at the State Fair. Because at the Midway, they see, they go, hey, why don't you try your luck over here? Come on over. Same thing when you walk through now they didn't ask any of the men, but the women, hey, come on over here and try this new thing. And you sitting there and you get convinced to buy it.
Yes. But now, which I'm sure you walk through the makeup section all the time, if you go to the mall and you walk through that, there's not people there anymore because you don't need to. You can just go to Target.
There's blush and rouge.
Like I
right?
don't, yeah.
Do you use blush?
I use, it's called like a bronzer.
Oh, okay.
It's on a stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where does that goes on your cheeks?
Yeah, it goes on your cheeks, kind of like your cheekbones to give you like a little depth.
Oh.
Make you look a little skinnier in the face.
Yeah, right. And then do you use lipstick?
Yeah, of course, every day.
Every day.
I love lipstick.
Yeah.
But I don't have expensive lipstick anymore
Different
either.
shades of it too, depending upon.
Got my going out shade.
Really, sort of like Tennebee's go-to going out
shirt. I got my going out shade, my client meeting shade.
Oh, those are different. Okay.
Yeah. My, Friday I come in, nobody's really here. Don't give a bleep shade.
Right. What color is that? Are they all kind of based on red or?
No. I don't like a lot of red. I'm more browns. I like those colors.
I see people with black.
My God.
That's kind of the goth thing.
Yeah, let's not do that. We don't need to be doing that.
Do you use eyeliner and eyeshadow and all that stuff?
Yeah, I just learned how to do my eyeliner different.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How do you do it differently?
I got a liquid eyeliner. This is really intriguing radio.
No, I like it, actually, quite frankly.
But because I've watched these people do it in the ASMR videos that I tell you about, that where people talk really soft and they do their makeup. Oh, I could watch those all day. It's the best.
And then
you should do them yourself.
I know.
You got the voice.
I kind of thought about that, actually. Then I could make my $1 billion and leave you two.
Then there's the eyebrow thing.
Yeah. Do my eyebrows every day, too.
Do you do them too?
Yeah, I got to fill them in.
Do you know
because when we were younger, waxing your eyebrows super thin was the trend.
And now you want
in the
them bushy
90s and
like
early.
Paul Allen?
Yes. So now there's serums. Use this. Make your eyebrows grow. And
so
then
you want
once they
them
grow,
bushy now?
yes, now you have to put a gel on to keep them in place because now they've grown. Now they're flying all over the place. You don't want to look like an old man. So you have to put the gel on to keep them in place. You got to fill them in.
Seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
What,
do you know how hard it is to be a woman?
Yeah, well, it's very difficult.
You don't have to do any of this stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Do you ever see like people that don't trim their eyebrows
Yes.
at all ever? And it's just like you want to say, dude, you don't have to get a lawnmower, but just kind of trim
Just
them every.
come here.
And I must admit, I kind of let it go sometimes. And you look in the mirror, and then you look and you go, oh my gosh, that looks just awful. They're just growing everywhere.
Everywhere.
And gnarly hairs going
Yes.
in all these different directions.
But so here's my question: when you guys go and get your hair cut, do they do that there?
Yeah.
Your eyebrows?
Yep, absolutely.
Do you have to ask them?
Back when I used to get my hair cut, yes.
Sorry, Daddy.
Some do and
No, I
some
do it
don't.
myself.
Some do and some don't. Some you have to ask, but most of them will do it automatically.
They'll do your eyebrows.
My guy will do it.
I have an eyebrow
Okay.
trimmer
Yeah.
Okay.
at home.
And then, like, what about your ears? Because no offense, but
So,
as you guys get older, I don't know
no,
what's happening there.
My boy made fun of me the other day. He goes, "Look at the hair coming out of your ears." Because I take the razor actually to you just get it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you forget.
You know what the thing with the ears though is? It depends on your mirror. Like every mirror is different. Like the mirror that I have in our bathroom, I don't always see. I don't know if it's the light or what. I can't always see the hair on my ears. Then I'll go downstairs to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Whoa, that hair came out of nowhere. I never saw that."
Do you want a trick?
What's that?
You need to keep all of your tweezing and trimming things in your car.
That's when you notice it?
Because of the natural light.
Yeah.
I tweeze my eyebrows in the car when I'm sitting at stoplights because it's the best way to see them because of the natural light.
That sounds distracted driving.
I'm at a stoplight. I'm not moving.
Well, you need to know when the light turns green.
Yeah, when the car in front of me starts moving.
What if you're the lead car?
Well, sometimes I wait until I get honked at. And then, okay, I put the tweezers down.
Yeah.
But natural light, and then you guys can see everything. Telling you.
Now, how about this?
What other tricks do you want to know?
Have you ever been talking to somebody and they got a big gnarly nose hair coming out?
Yes.
Do you say anything or do you let it go?
No, only if it's my husband. Yeah. Can't do that.
There's nothing worse than
everybody's
gnarly nose hair.
mortified at that point.
Look at in the mirror and see it.
And just see what's happening. But you guys, you get ready so quick, it doesn't take you any time. You just
we're not as observant.
and then you're out.
Yeah.
Well, then some people will let them actually grow with you. You think they must use a comb or a brush on them because they have so many.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Would you ever wax it?
My nose hair?
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Wax it?
Mm-hmm.
No!
Why wax it?
Because it keeps it away longer, and then when it grows back,
when
it grows back, then it's like
the problem
softer.
is you actually do want a little bit of nose hair. Like you don't want it to be complete.
you
'cause
don't.
in terms of germs and diseases and all that kind of stuff.
Dust in and
Well,
everything.
because it catches.
Yeah.
But
like you need it to protect.
if it's breaking away, if it's trying to escape the prison,
Well, yeah.
and you could see it, you have to wax that. Meats House did that once. He said it was really painful.
Why
and
would
he'll
you
never do
wax
again,
it? Just
but
tweeze
he's
it.
dramatic. Because it keeps it away longer, and you can just get a whole bunch at a time.
Okay,
It's
I don't need
done,
it to wax,
and then it doesn't
so.
grow back as fast. But like, would you wax your ears?
No.
Why?
I would wax
You can
nostalgic.
just get those strips at like Target. I'll do it for you.
Now you're
Can
getting
you
me
put that on social, please?
Yes.
Can you please do that?
Yes.
Now you're getting to the point where you're trying to turn me into, how long does it take you for all if you're going out for a night on the town,
Yeah.
you're going to go out Drankson or
Yeah.
something.
Lucky.
How long does it take you to put on your face?
My face? I work on my face longer than I work on my hair because of all the new tricks I've learned. Didn't used to take
How
me that long.
Half hour, 20 minutes?
At least a half an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, because you have to do all the prep. Again, it's all about, have you heard about the skincare routines that all the girls are doing now? You can't just get out of the shower and start putting your makeup on. You have to put on about 5 serums and lotion and toners and vitamin C, which both of you should be using.
You've got to be kidding me.
You should be using vitamin C on your face because I'm sure you have sunspots from golfing all the time.
Well, I have an orange. Should I just wipe the orange on my face? Because I have one with me.
No, there's a serum, and you can get one that tightens your skin too. And it looks like you got a little zhuzh, but you didn't have to.
But do you get to the point where you're, like men don't care as much. When
Yeah,
you get
they
older,
don't.
you're just like, like for instance, I went to the golf course today and I took a shower. I didn't even I dried my hair briefly.
Yeah.
So my hair is just all matted down while looking and I go, I know I look bad, but I don't care anymore. My hair was just everywhere. Just everywhere.
Yeah.
But I just don't care enough about my hair when I'm on the go. I know it's sad, but I just don't care.
I do. I'm trying to get all of this to not sag as long as
You
I
look great.
humanly can.
It's working.
Oh, thank you.
It's
It's my 3-step routine in the morning. It's hard being a woman. We have to do everything. And we're just trying to do it for you guys.
it's true.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, right.
It's true.
I don't believe that.
What do you mean?
I don't believe that.
Thank you for that. Because you look marvelous.
Thank you. Just trying to take a little pride in how I look. And a lot of women do. And they want to do whatever they can to look as young as long as possible. Insert the $1 billion skincare and makeup industries.
Yeah. What's coming up music wise with iHeart? We got any festivals coming up, Brandon?
Well, we'll announce the iHeart Festival on Tuesday.
Okay.
So that'll be in Vegas. I saw the lineup yesterday.
You did? Mm-hmm. Will we be impressed?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to remind me, does it span all the genres?
Yeah.
Okay, so there'll be some
There's
country
a couple
and
in there that you're going to know.
So there'll be a couple of country and westerns, and then there'll be some of the pop rockers and the rappers and that whole thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of everybody.
And let me guess, it's going to be at T-Mobile Arena?
Correct. It's a good lineup.
And you'll be there again?
Yeah, I'll be there. I got to book my flight.
Do you have to go, or do you just enjoy going? Or both?
I mean, they ask me to go. I don't want to say no.
Yeah.
Because once you say no, then you're not going to get asked back. And then you're the girl that said no.
Yeah, right.
So if they're asking for help, I'm going to help.
Okay.
And I get to see my friends. And I'm out next Friday. I'm going on a girls' trip. You guys figure it out.
What do you mean you're out
I'm going
Friday?
to Palm Springs. I got to get away from you people.
Palm Springs in June is awful hot, but Palm Springs is one of my favorite places.
Not when you're sitting in the pool with a margarita in your hand for 4 days.
That's true.
It's going to be great. I can't wait.
You do any golfing?
Have you lost your mind? No.
Did you stop golfing? I thought for a while you were going to pick it up.
No, I'm not golfing again.
There's me neither. The way I've been playing, I don't ever want to see a golf club.
I thought your game was back.
It was, but it's been gone for a month. It's just awful. That's why when Wheel of Topic is spinning, it comes up Timberwolves. It just doesn't come up golf anymore because it's awful.
Well,
but man,
get a trainer.
It's a do this. I'm going to see Master Professional Craig Warren at Tee to Green Saturday.
Ding.
I'll ask him. He'll give me a tip. It'll work, and it'll work for a while. Then I'll forget, and it'll be bad again. So, but he's a genius. He's really good at what he does. And so, Tee to Green. We're up at McGregor.
McGregor? You should do Tee to Green in Palm Springs.
Oh, boy.
If you can sell it, I'm in.
Seems like a lot
we've
of work.
tried it. Well, the problem is that those golf courses don't need any help telling people, hey, why don't you come to golf course, come to the Maharishi Country Club because they've got all the golfers they want. So there's no real need for them. That's why, little industry secret, most of our Tee to Greens now are always in the Brainerd Lakes area for McGregor and stuff like that, because those people want to remind you, hey, to come up for your summer golf vacation. Locally, we used to do a lot of local Tee to Greens, but like they say, we love you, come and love having you. But right now, after the pandemic, because everybody started golfing again, it's like our tee sheets full from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. But if it starts sliding, we'll come back to you. So that's the thing. It's just business is really good. Do you do your nails too?
No, I hate that. Painting my nails is like the biggest waste of time.
Yeah.
Because it just comes off right away. And then the only reason I go and get my toes done is because I'm going on a girls' trip. And I'm going to have to wear sandals. But like, I'm not going to.
So you have to have your toes done.
I'm not going to sit there and paint my toes. I go and get that done. And then they give you like a massage. And there's one place, if you point at the right package, they give you a glass of champagne while you sit there and get your stuff done. Men go in there too.
I've never had my toes painted though.
Well, you don't need to get them painted.
No.
You could, but I've sat next to men getting pedicures while I've been in there. We should normalize men getting pedicures because your feet are janky.
Well, I just trim my nails every once in a while.
But they do like your heels and they moisturize and they do all the stuff with the things. You should do it.
10 of 8. What do you think?
I don't think they want to see what I've got to offer.
That's what they do, though. They want you to come in and do it. I sit next to men all the time getting pedicures while I'm there.
What if you got toenail fungus?
Here's what you have to think. Here's how you think about it, okay? They've seen it before. They've seen it all. So it's not something they've never seen. You don't have to be embarrassed.
You can't get rid of toenail fungus, by the way. It's impossible.
Well, thanks for letting me know that. Why are you getting toenail fungus?
I don't know how it comes. I don't know how it happens.
Are your socks wet from golfing in the morning and then you sit in wet socks?
No, that wasn't it.
Okay. Put some peroxide on it.
Somebody just said, no, that doesn't work. Okay. There are phones in Palm Springs. In other words, you could call in.
I'm not calling in. I'm a professional. I'm not going to do the show after I've had a drink or 3.
Could you StreamYard it in?
No.
How about Opal?
Do we still have that?
I don't know.
No, I'm not StreamYarding in.
Well.
I'm taking some days off. I need some days off.
What do you think you are,
Don't
Paul
come
Allen?
looking for me.
What do you think you are, Paul Allen?
Yeah, it's the off season.
He's never here.
I need vocal maintenance.
Yeah.
Between this and my Cities 97 work, I need vocal maintenance.
How are things down on the farm in Glencoe?
Pretty good. Got to replant a couple spots, though, because it got a little wet.
Oats and beans and barley, I can never remember.
Beans and corn.
Beans and corn.
Mm-hmm.
Will the corn be knee high by the
4th of July? You bet.
Yeah.
We got in pretty early this year. Got done early, too.
You go help at the farm anymore? Or is that over?
No, I don't do that.
Those days are over.
I just drive out there and look around every now and then. Oh, yeah, that's great. And I go back home.
Good for you.
They got people for that. I don't need to be out there getting in the way.
So Big O's got games. We'll watch games.
Yep.
Season's almost over. Next week you'll sort of kind of go through. I mean, you'll do your work, but your mind will be in Palm Springs.
Yeah. I'm out.
When do you leave? Thursday?
Thursday.
How many gals going?
There's 8 of us.
8 of you?
Listen to what we had to get. This is how times have changed. So we when we go, we always have to rent a vehicle.
Right.
Last couple times we've gotten minivans because there's been like 6 of us, but now there's 8. We've got luggage. We got one of those 15 passenger vans to drive around while we're in Palm Springs.
Are you serious?
I did that for one of my golf trips.
Yeah. Did you like it? I mean, you need it to hold, especially if you're on a golf trip, you have to like load all that stuff up. You need the room.
I'd prefer having separate vehicles.
Really?
Yeah, when you get that many people in the
I don't
car and then like it takes you longer to get places because the vehicles are slower. It's bigger and slower. Yeah.
It's going to be rock, paper, scissors to see who's driving that thing. I'll do it. Whatever.
How much luggage? How long are you going to be
gone? Thursday to Monday.
How much luggage will you take? Do you overpack?
Yeah.
My boys hit. Do you know how I had for Memorial Day weekend, checked in Thursday night, stayed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and left Monday. I had 13 T-shirts, 6 golf shirts, 7 pairs of shorts, 3 pairs of slacks.
Oh, my God.
3 or 4 hoodies. And I only used a half a dozen things.
Okay, well, that's
But I
ridiculous.
don't know what I'm going to want. How do I know what I'm going to want?
Well, I mean, if you're golfing 4 days, put 4 golf shirts in there.
What if I spill on myself?
I knew you were going to say that.
Then I have to get another
Then you need one to change into.
One to change into. Oh, it's sad. I hate it. I can't stop myself, though. So there's some things you just learn to accept.
Well, and this is what I hate. I think we're just going to do carry on. It's like, okay, well, again, you've heard about my skincare routine.
Yeah. You need a steamer trunk for that.
I need my own bag just for that.
Think about it. Well,
and then the shoes.
Yeah, my wife, same thing,
we're going to go out to dinner this night, and then this one's fancier, but this one isn't. Well, then I got to have 2 different pairs of shoes.
And then you're over the 50-pound weight limit.
Yep.
Have you ever been at the airport at the 50 and then you take some stuff out of one bag and put it in another? That's what a guy tells you to do. This one's 56 pounds. This one's 42. So why don't you just need to take stuff out?
God. And then everybody hates you. The sweat when you're watching the scale go up at the airport is hideous. Where you're just like, please don't hit the number. Please don't hit the number. And you're just watching it climb. I hate that. Hate it.
Do you do sky cab? Do you curb check? I curb check everything.
Should I do that?
Oh, yeah. Curb check's the best thing. Only way to do it. You pull up, guy standing there, you bring him the luggage. What you want to make sure to do, though, is tip him well. Because, like, let's say you're going to Minneapolis on the home and you don't tip him, he might just put Indianapolis on it.
Okay, that's
to
not
teach you a
work.
lesson. Oh, no tip? No! Guess your luggage is going to Indianapolis rather than Minneapolis. Oh, yeah, I always go sky cap. Always.
But now you can do it yourself. You walk in, you do your own tag, and then you just drop it off.
That's like doing your own toes.
Yeah, we can't be doing that.
Right, so
throw some money at the problem.
Well, we're going to. By the way, a text messenger wants to know: is it sweet corn or feed corn?
Feed corn.
It is feed corn.
Mm-hmm.
Very much.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, we all wanted to know that. I didn't even think that. I didn't even think about that. There was a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we won't see you next week, but the week after that.
Yeah. So figure it out. You're on your own.
We'll do it.
We'll see you Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Corporate Password Invitational. Semifinal.
I can't wait to go against you. Oh wait, we lost.
Are you going to be here to commentate?
Oh yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, can't
Absolutely.
wait for that.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Yeah, I'll wet blanket it. That's for sure. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
You bet. That's a little B. We'll take a short break. Come back with more here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
Let your imagination take flight with an AI-powered PC from Lenovo. Whether it's creating digital art, designing new software, or building a portfolio for a future career, our PCs are powered by Intel Core Ultra processors to help students unlock smarter learning and unleash their creativity. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. All you have to do is choose the one that fits your passion. Head to Lenovo.com to shop AI PCs and find your perfect companion. Plus, get 5% off when you create an education account.